What's going on? How are you?
Feeling better. Feeling better. I'm on like week 4 of this bronchitis recovery, but doing all right.
You keep that cooties and the bad weather in Atlanta, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I do not want that.
I know.
Welcome to another installment of I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but with Keita and Kim. Guess what?
What?
This is the 42nd episode. Can you
Wow.
believe it?
Wow. There's so many. Like, how
I
have we
wish
done so many?
and it's so crazy because these shows are really whack. Like, I'm ready for our scripted shows to come back so
I
we can
know
really
that's
have
right.
something to talk about. I love the creativity of the scripted shows because these reality shows are trash.
They are. They are. They are.
But before we begin, I have something funny to tell you.
Oh, what's that?
So I was watching another episode of House Hunters yesterday. Guess who was on it?
Oh, I think I saw this on, was it what's her name? So Gucci.
Yes, but
Yes.
they put Sophia O. Williams on
Oh, yeah.
there.
Oh, she not So Gucci on House Hunters.
Oh no, and she didn't wear any of that So Gucci outfits either. When I tell you she looked like Laura Ingalls.
She's smart then. She's smart. She didn't want to go on there looking hood.
It didn't matter how she looked. It was what she said. It was how she
Uh-oh.
was acting. I mean, and it's so funny because I was looking down for a little while. You know how we do. We listen more than we look. And she sounded exactly like Melody from Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I thought it was so Gucci, Sophia. What's her other name? Shanti. She got
Shantae or
1,000 names.
Shantae or something.
She
Yeah, she
running
got a
from the
bunch of names.
IRS. But yeah, she was on an episode of House Hunters. Yeah,
Well,
I
did she
thought
do
that
a
was
good
interesting.
job?
She did an okay job. It was one word that she said on there that took me aback, and I'm trying to remember what it was because I was like, what? I mean, it was just the way she pronounced it, and I was just like, that is not how to say that word, but it's okay. But the houses that she showed were really nice to the lady who was super over the top. Wanted the whole kit and caboodle. And everybody knows you can't have 99% of stuff on your list. So it was interesting that the stuff she was picking out, and so Gucci was like, if you need a bench in the shower, I'll buy you a bench for the shower. Is that the only reason you don't like the house? I mean, it was kind of crazy. I was just like, really, lady? A bench, a shower bench. She said she didn't like trees because the trees bring the bugs.
That's
This what
valid. That's valid. I mean,
right. I hear you, but the only way you don't get trees is if you build it yourself.
yeah.
So why are we even having this conversation? So anyway, it was a good episode, but Laura Ingalls, boy, she was showing out. She had on the most homely outfits I have ever seen her wear. And it was so the opposite of what we know her to be from Bell Collective. So yeah, it was hilarious.
You ever
So
see that ugliest house or something with Retta
yes,
from Parks and Rec?
I love Ritter. She is so animated.
She's
I
so
love
funny
it.
to me. And what she wears is always crazy.
Mm-hmm,
I don't
mm-hmm.
even watch HGTV. My mother was in the hospital and I was watching it in the hospital or maybe back at the house later on or something like that. But my sister and I binged probably 3 or 4 episodes sitting there cracking up. Like, these people really living in this nonsense.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
And
And
she be
the
looking like,
episodes, yeah, yes, yeah. She talk about them too. She's like, y'all live in trash. Like,
yeah,
but her outfits look like she went in all 70s homes and took all the curtains down,
yeah, yeah.
washed them, and made outfits out of each one of the curtains from each 70s home on the planet.
So a lot of yellow and orange and green. And brown.
Reds and red, browns, and yellows. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's a walking what's that floor we used to have when I was first born? The checkered type floors, the squares that
Parquet.
parquet floor. She's a walking parquet floor. Yeah. It's like so old school. It's hilarious, but she is funny. She is funny. She makes that show.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah. So let's jump into it. Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're on another episode of I Don't Give a Damn About Kimmy's sex life.
Right.
She has no storyline. Can you just walk away?
Isn't that awful to have? You got a whole cancer diagnosis. You done been through chemo and radiation treatments, and you still ain't got nothing to talk about. Her friend, bless her heart, brought her sex toys. I'm like, that's not what she needs. She needs to go over there and hit that husband upside his pumpkin head.
That ain't gonna help either.
It just, I don't know. It just felt misguided to me. Like,
it was very misguided, but who's gonna tell her your husband ain't shit on TV?
Her friend should have been that one.
But not on TV. She'll tell her, but not on TV. So you got to come up with something.
But it came across as Kimmy needs to fix herself. And I didn't like that. I didn't.
Well, and that's what the lady said. She was like, "It is in your head."
Yeah.
She did say that.
Yeah, like, you need to get that man some sex. Get over it. I was so, yeah. I don't even want to spend any time talking about it because it made me so annoyed with that whole situation. I was like, why are you on my TV?
I really, they need to leave the show.
Mm-hmm.
We don't, it's not good. Their relationship is not going to get better. We're always going to look at him side-eyed. Mm-hmm. And we're always going to look at her like, you stand with this fool who don't respect you, who don't really care about anything you're going through. He just wants to have sex. Well, just go get you a toy or some prostitutes or something. Why are you married? Right. Like, she is literally just his house slave and sex toy or whatever. That's sad. It's really sad. But she said I do. So it is what it is.
That's true.
But I'm bored with the whole thing. Just nothing will help y'all. Just stop.
Nope. They're barely part of the comeback group. I don't know what they contribute. We don't know what either one of them really does. He does some kind of credit repair that he didn't need a law degree to do. I don't know what his law degree is for. I don't get it. Why did he take the bar? What's happening? Well, who cares?
And she's a nurse / real estate agent /
She was cute in her little office last week. I was like, oh, look at Kimmy looking professional. But what do you do? But what are you doing in that office? So, yeah.
It probably wasn't even her office. That's the sad part about it. It was probably like one of those Tyler Perry stages, like, oh, I happen to be at so-and-so house and they had a really nice office. I should record something here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She might not even have a real office. You know what I mean?
True. It's giving fake. Yeah. So, all right. So that's Kimmy and Maurice. Who else we got? Yeah. Why do Tisha and Marsau got to keep visiting each other? See, people act like we're not paying attention together to this. Right. I don't know where they were.
I think the lady's name was Angela. Whatever. They said it was her house.
Yeah. But he got to come there to see his kids and find out how things are going.
That's his visitation.
Yeah. We can't talk at home at night before we go to sleep in the house together. Right. Because they not together. Yeah. It's giving. Yeah. It's giving separated realness.
Right. And those kids were so clueless. Like, they did not give a crap about those products. They didn't give a crap about learning, about filling orders or putting the right labels or getting the right, they didn't care.
The older child had a stank face the whole time.
Like, the whole time.
Be there. I was like, yeah, this wasn't a good look. Y'all should have rethought this whole scene.
Right. Right. What was that? What was that show that was like, I think, Seinfeld. Julie, what's her name? Julia.
Louis Dreyfus.
Louis Dreyfus. She was like, fake, 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 fake. I think it was Seinfeld. That said,
Yeah.
then she was like, fake, 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 fake. Yeah, that's how that whole thing is just fake. It's crazy.
They said they had 175 orders, but they spending $10 per order on all this packaging. I was like, y'all are gonna go bankrupt trying to ship this stuff because you're gonna pack up all of this stuff. Now you gotta go pay for the postage. You're gonna pay more than what the product cost.
We're not supposed to know that
packaging. I was like, this is dumb. This is really dumb.
We're not supposed to know any of that. We're supposed to think free shipping, Amazon. Everybody's a Prime member.
Well, I can tell you about what ain't free. Listen, all I was shipping was my books, and I got to the post office like, wait, how much? Whatever I was charging for shipping wasn't cutting it. I was like, okay, how much for just one rib? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got $100. How much for one rib?
They put it in my hand. I was like, what? How much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but can we also talk about them recording the commercial and how awkward she is, how insecure, every insecurity she had came out during that scene.
Yeah, and it was almost,
it was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was almost painful to watch. And he's just like, be sexy, and she don't know how. And I'm like, oh, tink tink, and they have no chemistry. It just I've seen them do videos together on Instagram or I've seen photo shoots and they look cute together. Even on the show, in a little intro, they look okay. But this just in real time in front of cameras, it was brutal. Brutal. Something is not right with the Scotts. Something is not right.
They're giving off we broke up in 2020.
Yes, they are. They seem like they have an arrangement at the moment.
It's an arrangement. Yeah. It definitely. I mean, it was. Oh my God, this was the fakest. I think this was the fakest show episode for them. It really was. It was.
Yeah, they're not playing it off very well, and it's just looking. It's just not believable.
And
no reality in this reality TV.
Right. And the thing about it is she got those kids and she has to deal with those kids everyday situation. And he is off living his best life.
Well, that's been since day one of the show.
So. I know, but I'm saying at least he was come home and she could look at him. But now she can't even look at him. He ain't coming home.
She probably don't want to look at him because whatever he did that got his ass put out the house. She ain't worried about seeing him.
I don't know. I don't know.
Something's not right. Something's not right.
It's over.
Yeah. It's okay. Over. So, all right. So back to Marsau. He been getting into it with everybody on the cast, and
he's going through some things.
He's gotta be
right here.
I did like though. He was real though for a change. Like he was saying, it actually did. Well, that's what I got from it. It actually did bother him that Stormy was calling him a bitch and disrespecting him like that in that meeting. But his tactic is to, okay, I'm not going to let you get a rise out of me. I'm going to get a rise out of you and make you look stupid. Mm-hmm. But it bothered him. And his wife didn't even take up for him in the moment. And then later on, when she's talking to Stormy, she's like, but I want to be friends. I really like her. And, are you serious? This woman just called your husband a bitch. That's why I'm saying they can't still be
like 40 times.
I would have went over that table. Let me tell you how big a fool I would have acted. What Ricky Smiley said in that video, I would have cut the fool.
Yeah.
At that meeting. I got your bitch. Come get it. That would have been me in that meeting. Just because that's how we grew up. So
But it's just and it also goes back to they can't be together. She can't care that much right now. Because who allows somebody to call your mate, the person you said you were gonna be with forever, ever, a bitch? Like, and then, like I said, it wasn't like once or twice, it was like 40 times.
It was excessive and so disrespectful. Like, just so, oh my goodness. She was, yeah, I would have had to tell her, like, look here, bitch.
Yeah, so Tisha, I don't know. She just has, I'm gonna say it like this. She has the weirdest, you know how people say a non-response is a response?
Mm-hmm. It's
her non-response is, yeah, it speaks volumes.
It was. I don't know if she's scared of Stormy or she just really looks up to her because she want to be Stormy. She couldn't be
male. She want to be everybody.
She couldn't be male, so now she want to be Stormy. I don't know, because Stormy appears to actually have some money, where some of the rest of them just fronting like they do. And we saw that big estate that Courtney lives on. She and her husband have some money. Not Courtney. Courtney's the husband. Lord. Stormy, Mr. and Mrs. Steele.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Mr.
Yeah, Marsau. He gets his digs in. And
yeah,
I like how KeKe says I said the same thing about Marsau. He thinks he's the smartest person in the room. He gives me, I ain't gonna say it.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, but he's an asshole. Yeah. He's an asshole.
But I think his birthday is like today or yesterday. Today or yesterday.
So not December. Okay.
I knew where you were. That's so funny. I knew exactly where you were headed with that. But I think I saw his birthday was today. I think that's what I saw.
Okay. Well, happy birthday, Marsau. So anyway, yeah. It's an interesting strategy, and he knows he can get a rise out of people. So he's gonna keep doing it. You know, Stormy didn't get ignorant. She didn't flip the table. She didn't jump up and cuss him out. She did. She gets slick at the mouth, but that's gonna be her, period. You know, so I think she handled it the best way that she could, considering how condescending he was being. So Stormy and Mel, they the two that can get with him. Like, I got you. I got you. Everybody else on the cast, he talks, he runs circles around them. He had poor little Martell just sputtering. I was like, but Martell, baby, don't.
Did you do more for me or did I do more for you?
Martell was like, it's almost like you can see the synapses in his brain just trying. They trying to fire, but they misfire. He's just in there struggling. He like, wait, what'd he say? Wait, I had something. I was gonna get him.
He really did have those when everybody left. I should have said.
Right. And old Fletcher messy, but I just
he makes me laugh because he was literally like,
he stirred a pot and then he stepped back when it started.
Sit back and just watch.
I'm like, man.
Right. But I ain't mad at Chris because Martell talked all that shit about people using other people, and you're using the dude you sitting right next to. Like,
you in the house that he's telling you to get out of. You in the house filming. And with the for sale sign out front. Dude, with your squatting ass. I was like, I cannot believe him.
Such a hypocrite.
Yeah.
But we already knew that though.
He's just taking advantage of his situation. Yeah, he's using Chris. And Chris is trying to tell him, man, you gotta go. You gotta get out.
But at the same time, Martell is talking about, I hate users.
What you think?
Aren't you in a house that you supposed to have been out of months ago?
Right.
And because your friend is the realtor for it, then okay, never mind.
And they can't resell it They can't do anything with it until he gets out. He's costing these people money. No, he's so selfish. Yeah, but that's his narcissism. I mean,
it is.
It's nothing
It
new
is.
with him. He never
is.
takes accountability for his own actions. It's always somebody else did something to him. He's exhausting sometimes. I still think Martell is funny though. Like, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just his charisma or something. Like, I wouldn't want to date him, no. But he seemed like he'd be fun to hang out with, you know, and watch him struggle like a little monkey when he tried to do the bill at the end of the night. He's sitting there like, you know. Like,
that was hilarious. Do it again.
I can't. But yeah, he'd be struggling. And so I would love to see him hang out. Anywho. All right, who else we got to talk about? What else happened in this episode? KeKe.
KeKe,
and that Heron. Now, okay, first of all, Mel can't film with hardly anybody. So she keep dropping in on KeKe. KeKe ain't filmed with nobody else the whole season, but Melody. And now she want to drop this tea about Marsau. We like 12 years into this show. Now
and we probably already know what she's gonna say. We already know the person. The stylist or whatever it is. Yeah.
And why they bleep the name?
That's what I want to know. Because it's hearsay. I don't know.
I told you I heard I heard her say it herself. Ariana is going to be on there next season. She been filming with them.
What?
Mm-hmm. I really.
But here's my issue. Is it the tweaking that's making you talk now? Because you could have told us all of this stuff before. Like, you about to go to court, you about to go to jail. Like, why are you talking now?
I don't know. She made it sound like it was a new story, but I don't know.
And Mel going, girl, you knew just like we know. She was
telling Tisha, you better roll up on him at the bar at 3 a.m. She told her that first season.
She did. She sure did.
Yeah. At this point, even if they tell us who it is, we can see the woman's picture and she could have a baby look just like him. We're gonna be like, yeah. So
yeah, somebody put on social media, he got some strong genes. But and the other thing that's cracking me up on social media is people are asking, so did they have the money when he was the manager at the movie theater? And wearing them big suits.
He probably
did they have all these properties when he was a manager at the movie theater?
He probably got a loan. He drew up a business plan and got investors for the first property, and then just parlayed that into some more properties. I mean, it's not surprising that he could go from being a manager to having, multiple properties. But to act like, I'm with Martell on that. Even if the Holtz didn't physically put money in his hand or put a check in his hand, the influence of this show has been money in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he should acknowledge that. He should absolutely acknowledge that they did a big ass solid for them.
But he's not.
People are talking about them. We sitting here talking about them. Don't know these people from Adam and Eve, sitting up talking about them only because Melody and Carlos King came up with this show. And we all got hooked on it. So,
correct.
And it was, I don't know what was so special about this cast, because we have all of those housewives shows, that whole franchise, and nothing else on OWN has been this big. I don't know why people got, maybe it's because so many Huntsville people who knew them or who were watching the show just started like investigating their lives and stuff. I don't know what the obsession is, but he would not be, I don't think he would have black. I don't think he would have that chocolate champagne nonsense. I don't think he would have all those cars and all those properties like this if it weren't for this show.
Correct.
Martell.
And that's all Martell is saying.
Exactly. And Martell wouldn't have that sweet wine that he's selling and them 8-button suits That's extra medium with the spandex.
And no roof.
and be homeless. No.
I ain't got no roof.
Yeah. So
he ain't got no
yeah,
roof.
and Marsau could acknowledge it and quit acting like like he doesn't have respect for the platform and the e-commerce business. It's a slap in the face. It is.
Yeah. And that's all Martell is saying. But he like you said, he was stuttering so hard. It was like, dude, make your point.
Yeah, just say it and be done with it. But he get all get all upset. And Chris Fletcher just be sitting there like, yup.
Chris be like, I heard you said such and such.
And then when they get mad, go, yup. You got
Yup. All right, done with them.
Next, like scratch the needle off the record. Yeah. So we got to talk about. You always know the whole title. I just call it Tommy. What's
Our book for force.
Yes. Our book for Power
force.
Book Force. Power Book for Force. Yeah, it's too much. Tommy, the Tommy Show. So,
or you could just say Force. I mean, yeah.
Force
the Tommy Show.
I say Force Tommy. You watching Force Tommy? Tommy Force.
I was talking to somebody today and they were just like, oh, you watching Tommy? I'm like, yeah, he on this show.
I actually still call it Power. I think I still just call it Power or whatever. Tommy Power. Yeah. So
what did you think about this episode? What grade do you give this episode?
I don't think I'm a fair judge of it. I'm just
why? This is our podcast. We can say what we want to. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, all right then, Michigan. Yeah, we have I give it a C. I just don't
But why I give it a C too. Why do you give it a C?
The writers are just so effing lazy. They're just lazy. It's, there's some excitement here and there. We'll get some killing, some fighting. We got a dude that might slip back into his heroin addiction.
And they had 2 sex scenes.
Yeah.
Didn't care.
I didn't care. It was, there's things that's just unbelievable. Listen, Tommy was clapping that ass in his apartment. And Miguel gonna come in there and he don't smell badussy. Come on now. Come on now.
Girl, you almost made me.
You cannot walk in the room and not smell it. I'm sorry. I was like, these writers tripping. I was like,
okay.
What were you in here doing? Who else is here? Yeah, something.
Okay. First of all, can I take it back?
What you mean back? That was like the first scene.
Right, but I want to ask some real thought-provoking questions besides the smelling of the smell.
What?
First of all, how the fuck does he know where Tommy lives? That's number one. Number two, did you see that bitch car right at the door? You don't know what your sister drives? She done bought a whole new car. So I'm supposed to imagine that this bitch bought her first car ever, right? Mm-hmm. And she didn't go home and tell her brother, look what the fuck I got on my own with my money.
I don't know. Because who saw her there? Jenard saw her at Tommy's apartment. So
that was the everybody. Second time.
It seems like everybody knows where he lives, though. Everybody.
Yeah, that's what I said. DA. How the fuck do they know where he lives? Because remember how he took over somebody's lease or whatever. His damn name ain't even on this shit.
All I got to do is follow him. He don't try to be discreet about his moves.
I hear you, but how the fuck does Miguel know where the fuck he lives? Come on now.
Follow him.
It's just dumb.
It's just like people to follow him. Somebody just told him. Yeah. I don't know if her car was out front or if he
She
brought her
parked
there.
in the front. No, they showed it. She pulled
They
up in the
showed
front.
it when Jenard saw her, but that wasn't the same scene.
The first one too.
No, this one started. They were already having sex. They didn't show her pull up this episode.
Yeah, but they started having sex last week.
Ain't having sex from. They've been going since last one. Shut up. Shut your ass up.
They started the scene last week, girl. But anyway, I just want to know how the fuck does everybody know where Tommy is? I mean, we talking about Chicago here. Everything ain't close.
It ain't. It ain't a small. It ain't that small.
Stop it.
No.
Just stop it. But yeah, you're right. And when he walked in there, first of all, Tommy had to put some clothes on. So he was like, hold on, I'll be right there. And not one time did the guy acknowledge, what you doing in here? You got...
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on him to go.
You got some bitch in here. Oh, let me make this quick. Don't fucking do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It annoys me. And why the fuck didn't she go in the bathroom?
I don't know. They always go in the closet, don't they?
She didn't even go in the closet. She went behind the wall. No, she was just behind the wall.
I don't
know. You can still see her shadow.
Who cares? It's just lazy. It's lazy.
No.
She's trying to get caught because she want to end up dead, or she wants him to kill her brother. It's probably some subconscious.
Maybe that's what it is.
Desire. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
I'm sick of this. She dumb as hell. I don't need Miguel, his grandmama, or is that his grandmama? Him, his grandmama, or his sister. I don't need any of them. They could all be
grandma gangster though. Grandma gangster.
Well, why does she know all the business? Does he come?
She the head.
Does he come home and tell her everything?
She's the head.
He's not the head. He's making decisions, and then she just hearing about it and telling him what he should do. He's not going to her, asking her permission or running things.
No,
like that.
She just want the payout.
Yeah. So.
But she gonna make sure that he's still doing, staying on his P's and Q's and keeping his money coming in. That's what she gonna do. Yeah. But that scene, that whole scene annoyed me. I don't like that girl. It's funny too, because I watched it again just not, about an hour and a half ago. And it was funny when she puts her head completely over to, like, you know how we were doing the exercises in the morning? She say, touch your ear to your shoulder. She's putting her head all the way over to give Tommy a kiss, like they told her, make sure you have a gap in between your head and his head. It's just weird. I have never seen a scene, because it was very noticeable, where she is. But she's so far over. And then there's this.
That.
You did or you did not?
Watching it. I think I fast forwarded until Miguel came in. I had no desire to see them have sex. I didn't.
I don't blame you.
I don't know. I like Tommy because he's funny. He's not sexy to me, so I don't have to see him have sex with nobody. So I just wasn't here for that. And I don't like her. So.
I don't like her either. She can't act.
So
anyway, moving on.
Diamond and his parole officer got him up giving a speech, and wasn't nobody like, hey, ain't you a drug dealer? Then nobody said nothing. Ain't that the dude?
He's a neighborhood barber. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just corny. And then after he gave his speech, now she ready to set it out. Now she all in, So I'm guessing the ex, I don't know, is he ex? She said they haven't been together for a while, but I don't know the status of the dude that he strong-armed. Is he gonna show back up?
Probably not.
He ain't gonna just go away. He seems like he would have to come back. Otherwise, why did they show him in the first place?
To get Diamond in there, to show he the man.
Diamond was already in there. She was already digging him. She didn't already,
because he was teaching her son how to box. So
Yeah.
she was already turned on.
She was already all in, so I don't think it was necessary unless
I don't know.
he gonna come back
Unless he
and
gonna
try to shoot
retaliate.
at Diamond. Try to retaliate, go to the rival gang or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing we'll see him again.
So that speech, the way that they wrote that, it almost seemed like he was having a Ghost moment where Ghost was like, I want a different life. I can see myself with her and this boy, moving on with our lives. And, it almost seemed like he would start thinking, maybe I should get out of this drug game. I was like, oh, here we go. Yeah. I don't need you to get out. Just stay where you at. I didn't care. But he does come off a little soft though. But I think what it is he's just calm. And he was in jail, his character been in jail. What did he say? 14 years he was in jail or something like that.
He did say something like 12 or 14 years, something like that. Yeah,
so he doesn't have that rah-rah Jenard attitude that, he don't have that. That's not his personality. So
it's not. And I don't know if he was like that before he went to jail.
Right.
And now he's a kinder, gentler Diamond.
Drug dealer.
Yeah. Now he all kumbaya, we are the world, coalition. Let's all hold hands in the park kind of shit. Yeah, I don't know.
And make this money. Yeah. Or as Cardi B say, the shmoney.
The shmoney.
So Stacey.
Who?
Stacey have the same lines every week. Does the lady at the D, whatever she is,
DA or whoever,
the head cop lady, the black lady.
Yeah.
She has the same lines every week. Every single week. She's saying, he don't know who he talking to. He's confused about who he worked for. Bring him in here. So I'm like, girl, you done said the same thing last week. I need to talk to him. You need to report on Tommy Egan. I mean, why you got to say the whole name? I mean, it's crazy.
Why Egan though? She asked, so are all the other drug dealers in the whole city off the hook? Egan got there last season.
That's what I said.
What about everybody else? She don't care nothing about the Flynn's. She want to use them to get Egan. But what about Miguel? What about the Serbs? She ain't trying to get none of those folks.
Right.
The Serbs just blew up the
Tariq vibes all over.
She ain't trying to bring them in. She's still talking about Egan. And he ain't out here killing people.
Right.
It's insane.
It's giving Tariq vibes again. It's like Tariq, this 18-year-old boy, this 18-year-old boy is the only drug dealer in the whole state of New York. State of New York. Forget New York City. The whole state of New York. Because these people work on the state level. So it's like, damn.
It's crazy. And they keep doing this every iteration of power. Right.
Yeah.
There's this obsessed prosecutor who's only going after this one person and will let everybody else run rampant all over the city while they focused on this one person. It's tired, actually. Like I said, it's lazy. It's like the same story. They just keep reworking it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might need power to I don't know, they might have to do something different.
Yeah, they do need to do something different. Okay, what about Shanti?
I like her. And I didn't quite, I'll be half paying attention, so I might have just missed it. It was like 1 minute, she just in the gym, she the boxing chick who hold Jenard down. Next minute, she want to kill Tommy and take over all of Chicago. I'm like, where's this coming from? Did you feel that way, or am I missing something?
No, that's what she flipped the switch. And
now we gonna kill this
white boy come in and take over. We grew up here. We are Chicago.
And now you siding with the heroin addict. You got a fiend. You shook the drugs out of him. He gonna get back in there. He was all this episode already. Going through withdrawal. He tweaking. It's about to go down, and it's gonna be bad.
And he gonna get himself killed.
Yeah.
And why? Okay, so I thought it was funny too that Jenard was going behind her back to kill Tommy, and she went behind his back to go and partner with Claudia, or Cloudy, as the girl says, Cloudy, to hook up with these pills and everything. And I'm sitting here going, and then Shanti, I thought she was gonna keep it a secret. It shocked the hell out of me when she went back and showed Jenard this bag of money, knowing he's just gonna steal it like he stole your necklace and use the money for his drugs.
Maybe she don't think he gonna steal it because she shook the drug habit out of him.
Yeah, okay. It's me or the drugs.
It's just that stupid thinking. It's just the like I said, the writers are being lazy, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I thought that she really was gonna have her own thing. I thought she was gonna, what women have been doing for centuries is having their own titty money. You know what I'm saying? I just really felt like she was just gonna keep that to herself. But she walked in there like all gung-ho talking about, look what I did. Yeah. To a drug addict dude.
And come why is she even still holding on to Jenard? Is she in love with him? Like, what's really her end game with him?
Probably. Yeah. That's her lane. So he ain't going nowhere.
What else we got on Power? Still no Kate. We ain't seen Kate in like 2-3 episodes. Is she smoked out? Did she go
Kate
looking
is
for
smoking
D-Mac?
somewhere else? No, she ain't got shit to do with D-Mac. I don't. Why is she so concerned all of a sudden? Nah,
that's her.
I think I think she back in New York, smoked up in her apartment with the money she took from Tommy.
You think she back in New York?
I figure
she just still there in Chicago, smoked out.
Doing
it don't
what?
really matter. It don't really matter where she is. She turn up.
Bring no value.
So that's a loose end. How many more episodes we got? 1 or 2 more, maybe. That's one of those loose ends they're gonna throw at us all in the last episode. Kate will show up, D-Mac will show up, this ex-husband will show up, Miguel will find out about his sister. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll just throw it all in there. Tommy done found out that Vic is a snitch, right?
Well, he said, prove you not a snitch and kill Vargas. So Vic kills Vargas. And I'm like, oh, poor Vargas. He has a daughter. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was uncalled for.
I am hoping that Tommy is smart enough to look for a tracker, because it can't, hopefully Tommy is saying to himself, it can't be a coincidence that every time I'm with you, they around.
Yeah. And why is it whenever somebody wears a wire, they always got to fidget with it? You ever notice that? They always got to be like.
Because they nervous. But Vic is going to get himself killed, because Tommy is going to quickly find out what Vic is up to. So I don't think Vic will be around long. I don't think Jenard will really be around. If he's around next season, it's going to have to be something really good to keep him around. Because otherwise, what are you there for? I think what's going to happen is, remember when they were having the coalition meeting and Jenard kept talking about the Serbs? Well, what are we going to do about the Serbs? I think Jenard going to fuck up and go and to fight them Serbs, and them Serbs gonna kill him, and we won't have to hear about this no more. So
Vic is gonna end up dead. Jenard gonna end up dead. What about this cop that D-Mac killed? Is that another thing they're gonna throw at us in the last episode?
Everybody looking for that cop?
Apparently not. Apparently not. They didn't even need to send D-Mac away. They gonna let him come on back home. Nobody studying that cop. Ain't been on the news. It ain't been no reports about it. His mama didn't.
The sister, didn't she have, what was it, cancer? Whatever he was getting money, supposedly, right? Whatever he was supposedly getting money for her for. Yeah. She reported him missing. He undercover.
Don't nobody care about this man. But the KeKe Palmer, I'm sorry to this man. I don't know this man. I'm sorry to this man. You ever seen that? Somebody said that they knew her or she knew him, and she was like, I'm sorry, I don't know this man. Sorry to this man. So yeah, she's, nobody seems to care. So that's what I'm saying. If he's a non-factor, then D-Mac can just come on back home. And they need to go, where's JP? We didn't even see him this last episode.
JP working at the bar.
Last, he was drinking because he's worried about his mom being missing. His mom.
Tommy was like, what? Somebody's missing. Like,
yeah. So,
oh my God, that was so crazy. But
I'm
yeah,
just saying, there are a lot of loose ends that they're gonna have to,
I think this was episode 7, so we should have 3 more episodes, right? It's 10 per season. I don't know.
I don't know. It don't seem like there could be 3 more. Like, what else is there to say?
Well, I just really want them to concentrate on getting these drugs out. I mean, I don't really care about anything else. Y'all talking about a whole bunch of stuff I don't care about. Sleeping with these women, I don't care about. Can we just talk about the drugs? What neighborhood we gonna take over next?
Yeah,
and Tommy just got to Chicago and he naming all the neighborhoods in Chicago.
He got a map and everything. Yeah, he got the transit map.
He just got there yesterday
with his marker. He out here figuring it all out. Yeah, he's playing around. They sleeping on old Tomster.
So yeah, I don't have anything else to report. Right? Nothing new to report. So let's do something different. Let's talk about some current events.
Like what? What's interesting in the news this week? I mean, or I shouldn't even really call it the news. What's going on the socials?
You said to me, let me tell you who I don't care about this week.
Let me tell you what I don't care about this week.
That's what you told me.
Will,
let me tell you
and
who I
that
don't care about
ball
this week.
head wife of his.
I can't unsee it.
I do not care about Will and Jada. I feel like that Dr. Seuss, I do not care on a train. I do not care on a plane. I have not posted about them. I haven't either actively looked anything up about it. I really honestly don't care about their marriage. They can do what they want. I just, I feel like a lot of other people are saying, just shut up about it. Keep it to yourself. Just when you think we're free. Just when you think we're free from the Will and Jada bullshit, here she come writing a whole book about shit we already know. She is disrespectful. But I don't know what she said. I didn't read the interview. I didn't watch the interview, whatever it was. Who was she even talking to? Who's the interview? She was
being interviewed by, I think it was Deborah Roberts, I think.
Deborah Roberts? The hell is that?
Ain't that the weatherman's wife? What's his name? Roberts. The guy who lost all the weight.
Al Roker?
Al Roker. Isn't that his wife, Deborah Roberts?
I don't know his life. I don't know.
Google the shit right quick.
I don't know.
I think she was being interviewed. See, now it's gonna be in my phone though. Shit.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. Somebody will let us know who it is. Somebody tell us in the comments who Al Roker's wife is or who interviewed him.
No, I know who Al Roker's wife is, Deborah Roberts. You asked me who interviewed her.
I'm just saying somebody else can tell us. So yeah, the revelation this week is that they've been separated or they've been apart. They haven't been married or together. I don't know what the word is that she used, but they haven't been together since 2016, which means that when he slapped Chris Rock all off in his face
for nothing,
that they were not technically even together at that time.
Correct.
But he may still care for her. And he felt like he had to take up for her. I don't know what their situation is. I've heard rumors over the years, but I don't know their story, and I don't care to know because I ain't sleeping with neither one of them. I have no no desire
He's on
to.
the
I don't have no
Today
option
Show.
to. They not calling me
Right.
to be a part of their kink. So I mean, do what y'all doing. Just don't tell us about it. I know people do it.
My thing is she out here looking real stupid, embarrassing him, and he's embarrassing himself by staying with her. She has disrespected him every single chance she has gotten. And like you said, they weren't even, now you saying they weren't even together when he messed up his career, because as far as I'm concerned, both of them can move to a whole nother planet. I will never support another Will Smith anything after he embarrassed me by slapping Chris Rock. I took that, he embarrassed me. I took that personal because it may as well have been me. It was just we went back.
It was pretty shocking. It was. And yeah, from the entanglement situation to now, y'all weren't even together even during the entanglement stuff. Like, I just listen. Whatever y'all doing, shush.
Just stop.
Shush.
Just
Keep it
shush.
to yourself. Why everybody got to know? Why she got to keep giving interviews? Just shut
the
up.
sad part about it is that people are going to buy that book. It is going to be a bestseller.
People bought Will's book after he slapped Chris Rock. Yes, they did. And
it's just so sad to me. We have no standards. None. We with the shits. We are with the shits. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, just like we watching these stupid ass reality shows. I mean, and a lot of these people on these shows are abusive and disrespectful and all that other type of shit. But it's just amazing that, you know, people are willing to support this woman who is rich from Will's money. Because I'm with whatever that loudmouth guy Stephen A. Smith said. He was like, just leave. You staying because you want the money. That's what it boils down to. You still there because you want the money.
Jada gotta have her own money at this point.
She does. I ain't saying she don't have her own money. She don't have Will Smith level money.
Yeah, but as much as he kisses her ass, he'll give her some money. He'll
and will and did and does all right.
So she ain't gotta stay with him, and they not doing it for the kids. The kids been.
But that's what I'm saying. Why don't you just leave?
Their asses. The kids been left. They was like, I ain't standing around for this circus. I'm out. And so, what is it even for at this point? Why keep it up?
That's what I'm saying.
Why keep up the public appearance? Why?
That's what I want to know. That's what I really want to know.
I really don't want to know.
But I'm just saying, I mean, I don't really want to know either because it doesn't make or break me. But I really want to know because that's a mental health issue right there. Because it's like
about mental health.
It's a mental health issue. Why are you out here bad like this? Why are you looking stupid?
Real bad.
What happened to the alopecia? Now she's saying Tupac had alopecia too, but he won't talk about it. Everybody's saying that she was in the car when Tupac got.
I saw that meme where it was Tupac and Suge Knight in the car and Jada in the back seat. I was like, y'all are wrong for that. Y'all dead ass for that. That's just too far. That's just too far. Yeah. So look, I'm not trying to drag her like that because Will Smith came out and said that. Have you seen that? He issued his own statement. And he's basically,
I just saw him laying down on some boat or something.
He's basically blaming himself for hurting her all of these years and for her having to deal with him and his bullshit. So listen, we don't know. He mental health too. We don't know their story. But like I said, after he slapped Chris Rock, he wrote a book. And a lot of people were talking about how he talked about his abusive situations and growing up and everything that he'd been through.
You grown ass
now he's saying that he put that trauma on her and she done had to put up with it all these years. Who knows? They need to go talk to somebody professional, not
both of them.
The media. They need to talk to a therapist, not Instagram.
Both of them.
They need to talk to a therapist and not a red table. You see what I'm saying? That's what the hell they need to do. And leave me out of it. Take me out.
Leave us out of it. And then Big Tigger had the audacity.
Who?
Big Tigger had the audacity of it all to ask Monique, of all people on the planet, what she thought about it. And she gonna say, that's their business. It wasn't business to hear your shit either about you and your marriage and how y'all act in your marriage. We didn't care about your shit either, but you said it. Right. You put it out there.
And once you put it out there, we gonna talk about it. Best believe. You tell me your business, it's fair game, unless you told me not to tell nobody. Because that's me and my girl say, okay, I'm gonna tell you this, but you can't tell nobody. And don't tell nobody not to tell nobody. You know how people do? You're like, look, don't tell nobody. No, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody.
Keep that shit to yourself.
You gotta keep it to yourself, because once you tell one person,
it's gone.
It's gone. It could be. That's the potential. So you damn sure can't tell the red table.
Can't tell the red table.
You can't tell. You can't tell BuzzFeed or Instagram or X, the new Twitter thing. You can't be all on Twitch and all these other kind of things telling your business and then being mad because people talking about your business.
Yeah.
But she's also on tour with her book. And so she's trying to sell books and she putting the business out there, getting more attention.
But we already know that's the sad. It's nothing else you can tell us, girl. Y'all marriage was jacked from get-go. And I really...
Baby, you tripping. You tripping. I bet you this the tip of the iceberg. If that heifer get to really talking,
you think it's worse?
Yes. Absolutely.
So they were just roommates.
Maybe. It may be more. We may have Will with the ball in his mouth and the leather on.
We already know that. We saw 6 degrees.
I'm saying we might see the pictures. We might see who he was with or who she was with. Who else she was with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I bet there's a whole lot more. Because every time she opened her mouth, it's something else worse than the last thing. So ain't no telling.
It's so sad though. It's like we have such a short time on this earth. I don't have time to be goddamn miserable with you. Like, what the hell? Go your separate ways. Give somebody else an opportunity to, if you can't find happiness within yourself, maybe you can find it with somebody else. But let that person go if you ain't happy with them. Don't be coming here talking about, you know, we won together since 2016. You should have gone to the courthouse and did what you needed to do. I'm sure they have a prenup. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, it is odd. Why are you still pretending or putting forth the facade that you're a couple 7 years later? It's odd.
It's dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid. And if one of them were to pass tomorrow, you just done wasted your life. Like, this is dumb. I'm trying to do everything I can do within my pockets.
Say they wasted their lives though, especially not.
But the last 7 years. If you saying y'all,
Will Smith, though, all the movies he's done, all the stuff.
No, I'm talking about them being together miserable. That's what
I'm
only talking about that.
They might not be miserable. If you doing you and you doing you, why are you miserable? You just say,
because she definitely was doing other people.
Exactly.
And he probably was too, but he wasn't.
Y'all pass each other and keep it moving.
Right.
They ain't
and he probably was too, whoever the you know, the
individual. The individual.
Let me go and drink this tea. Yeah, so he was probably doing it too. He just got enough sense to keep it to himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that they're miserable. It means that they probably had an arrangement. Listen, and I know, I hope they don't come for me. The Beehive is something else. I hope they don't.
The Beehive.
But I don't believe nothing about Beyonce and Jay-Z. I don't believe nothing about their relationship. I don't care what nobody say. They ain't never been in love. They ain't in love. They ain't been in love. They in some kind of arrangement. I don't buy it. They don't have no chemistry. They don't ever hardly touch each other. And when they in videos, the stuff together, nope. But that's them. They can do them. It works for them. And they're a power couple. They making money. They doing a thing.
And that's and you know,
they done bought them kids. And now they good.
Oh, they certainly purchased them damn kids. Yeah, and I mean, and it's crazy because you know that video that I posted about that counselor talking about marriages and stuff, people weren't posting. I do know people who have arrangements. It's a thing. It's a sad thing to me, but it is a thing, and people are okay with having a business relationship. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you gotta be married to the person that you're in business with. That's what wills are for. That's what contracts are for. That's what, you know, attorneys are for. You don't have to marry the person. So I don't understand. I'm never gonna understand that. I'm not gonna even try to understand it. No. It's stupid as hell to me.
I don't get it either. But I'm also not in an arrangement, so I can't speak to it. I do know people who have an arrangement with their spouse, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, you know, and that's on them though. That's their situation. It ain't mine. And I'm trying not to judge. You know, I have my opinions. If they ask me, I'm gonna give it. And sometimes they ain't gotta ask me. Sometimes you ain't gotta ask me. I'm gonna give you my damn opinion. But if you tell me you don't want to hear it, all right, then do you?
Right.
Okay.
Stay over there.
Over there. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, but
and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm totally against arrangements. I am saying I don't understand why you have to marry the person. That's what I'm saying. Because you had, you know, I don't know all the rules, but you with the person 10 plus years married, you're entitled to their money, you know, and all of that when you could have just done it in an actual contract.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just
companionship.
Confused.
They want companionship. They want somebody that when they get ready to go out, this person is going out with them, or they're going to be at home.
That's what friends are for.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
I know. Oh, trust and believe. Trust and believe. I do know that. But I mean, you know, it's weird. This whole world is weird. But I am really on my listen, life is short. I ain't giving you are not getting ready to give me a headache. Wrong damn answer. Good and bye. Yeah. I don't need you. If you're gonna get, I mean, it's just, you know. People are frustrating. That's why it's quiet over here. It's peaceful over here.
Well, you know, I think though, because people have seen that being in a relationship for love may lead to a lot of pain and heartache and, you know, and grief and trouble. So they're like, we ain't got to be in love. Let's just, you know, build a life together. You can sleep with who you sleep with. I sleep with who I sleep with. But we're gonna make this money together, and then we can be companions or what. I don't know. I don't know why. I'm just throwing something out there. Maybe that's what it is. You know, some people say I couldn't be with somebody I don't love, and some people are like I couldn't be with somebody I do love because that's too much drama. You know, everybody sees the situation one way or the other.
Yeah. That's valid. Totally valid. Stupid, but valid. I mean.
Yeah, that part.
It happens. But tell us what you think, fans of I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but you know, let us know what you think about that. We don't really care about the Jada Will situation. However, I think it's really weird and crazy and stupid.
Tell
and
us what you think.
I really wish they would just go their other ways.
Marriage
their
arrangements.
Separate ways.
Tell us what y'all think about marriage arrangements. Could you be with somebody just as a business deal, or do you have to love the person? Or can you love somebody but not be in love with them and marry them?
She getting in there, y'all. Till next time, thank you for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny. But I don't give a damn about Will and Jada. Till next time.
Right. We done talking about them. Deuces.
We ain't gotta hear shit else about them. All right.
Bye.
Peace out, homie.